All right, welcome back to the channel. I kind of wanted to talk about the Terence Crawford situation with the deal with PBC that was being reported a few days ago, and I want to address the situation on how could that deal associate with Terence Crawford and see what Terence Crawford is he willing to take the deal or he's going to be looking for more money to take the deal and stuff like that. So we're gonna talk about it in this video. So I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. Please share that you like and subscribe to the channel, and also share the video to get all your latest boxing news. And subscribing to the channel, sharing the videos really grows the channel, and much appreciation to all my subscribers. With that being said, guys, it looks like Terence Crawford was recently was in talks of signing a 2-fight deal for $30 million with PBC. That was being reported a few days ago. And I don't know if Terence Crawford is willing to sign that deal. Now, we know we want to see the biggest fight in the sport of boxing within Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. And I said to myself, why not let Terence Crawford sign this deal? I think this would be a great deal for Terence Crawford to make. But you know the guy of Terence Crawford. We know how Terence Crawford come up with these crazy scenarios and stuff like that. One minute he's this guy, other minutes he's all cool and buddy with it and stuff. So Terence Crawford had a weird scenario throughout his career, with the Spence situation, all this other stuff. The situation was kind of weird. So I don't want to get into that. But anyway, with this deal that Terence Crawford's signing, we don't know if Terence Crawford is willing to sign it. A lot of people feel like that Terence Crawford deserves a lot more money, and I can feel the Terence Crawford fans want Terence Crawford to have more money because they feel like Terence Crawford has already proven himself. He's already accomplished. He already was undisputed before. So, but the fact of the matter is they want to see Terence Crawford fight the best opposition. And we know he did fight the best opposition within Sean Porter. People say that wasn't the same Sean Porter. Sean Porter is the name. I got to give Terence Crawford his credit for beating Sean Porter and being the first man to ever stop Sean Porter. So, but with that being said, with this deal with PBC, if Terence Crawford is still looking at it, trying to negotiate with PBC, I think Terence Crawford is going to want bigger money because I don't think Terence Crawford just going to want $30 million because let's say if he gets this Spence fight and stuff like that, if he really had to take a 60-40 split, Spence going to get majority of the pie. It's just flat, plain and simple because Spence will have 3 belts and Terence Crawford will only have 1. So there was a channel that really says that Spence could really do like a daggone near 70-30 split. And I think that's more reasonable, but I think 60-40 is a little bit more fair because it puts you in a scenario that, look, if one of these guys have a rematch clause, you can be that side. Let's say Terence Crawford wins, Errol Spence gets the rematch clause. Terence Crawford would be the A side then and stuff like that. But I don't think Terence Crawford is going to really get a deal done with the PBC. I hope he gets a deal done with the PBC. But knowing a guy within Terence Crawford's going to be looking like, look, I need more money if y'all want me to sign with this. And PBC probably is going to look at it like, look, Terence Crawford, we can only give you $30 million because you're not just a bigger star. You're not that mega type of star like Floyd, Pacquiao, or any type of, or Canelo Alvarez. You're just not a big revenue star. This is all the revenue we can give you and stuff like that. And I feel like Terence Crawford should just take the deal. But it's going to come down into a scenario that Terence Crawford is going to be looking like, look, I ain't got to sign with PBC, whatever or not. But Terence Crawford needs to sign with somebody because he needs to be with he could be a free agent, but he needs to be with a fight-by-fight basis or something. But in my opinion, I just think that Terence Crawford, I hope he signs the deal. I really do. But, if Terence Crawford's like, look, I need more money, they're going to look at it at a standpoint like, dude, You're not gonna get the biggest back end of the gate money like you used to when you was in top rank and stuff like that. And it's going to be based off your numbers. We know you accomplished a lot of goals, but all we could really afford is $30 million. I would take that deal. That's an easy deal. You know, you fight Keith Thurman. Which that would be somewhat of a return for PBC. Probably in my opinion, the PBC feel like that Keith Thurman versus Terence Crawford might not do that good because we know Keith Thurman did 50,000 pay-per-view buys. I don't know how true that was, but he did 50,000 pay-per-view buys in his last fight. And, you know, maybe Terence Crawford and Keith Thurman, they might sell. I see him doing 150,000, 200 most, you know, but the PBC might feel like, look, if Terence Crawford do come down to the scenario that he's want more money and stuff like that, I think that the PBC they might give it to him, they might not. But if Terence Crawford asks for some like outrageous numbers, they're definitely not going to give him money. I just hope that Terence Crawford can please the diehard boxing fans by beating another name within Keith Thurman, and then if you beat Errol Spence Jr., you'll be two-time undisputed champion. And Terence Crawford and Errol Spence can actually have another rematch at 154 because both guys, either way it go, win, lose, or draw. If both of those guys is successful, they're both seen one of them lose, one of them win. They're both going to be making their way up to 154 pounds. Even Errol Spence Jr. says, look, if I lose, I'm going to 154 because there's no sense of staying at 147 pounds. And I could restart and create legacy there before I retire, because we know that Terence Crawford, he's not looking to box until he's 40 years old, and Errol Spence Jr. is not looking to box until he's 40 years old. So with that being said, guys, it looks like Terence Crawford could be potentially signing this deal with PBC, but we got to look at the statistics here about it, because we know Terence Crawford had these scenarios that he would change his mind, like, you know what, I think we should ask for more money. So at the end of the day, we got to know what Terence Crawford's going to do when it comes to the business of boxing, guys. With that being said, guys, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.